Yeah. So one of SAP has came up with a new migration tool called as LTMC. The LTMC stands for Legacy Transfer Migration Cockpit. LTMC. Okay. So using LTMC, you can upload the data in a very mass, wherever there is a mass data available, and you want to upload into SAP or do the conversion kind of thing, then you can use LTMC. And day by day this LTMC now is getting matured. Initially when it was launched, there was a lot of loopholes. If I tell you about my experience, I started using LTMC when they released 1709 version, and that time there was a issue with LTMC that you cannot upload alternative BOM. Suppose you have two BOM for the same material, LTMC was not supporting. And slowly they have corrected those bugs, and they've done a lot of fixes, and now it is completely, you can say it is matured enough, and a lot of templates are there where you can start uploading. Okay, so let us go and check into the system, how this LTMC work. So you have to enter the T code called MTSC in the command bar and hit enter. The moment you go ahead with the LTMC and hit enter, system is trying to open a web browser. You can simply go ahead with this web browser. I don't want to continue with Internet Explorer because I know it is quite slow. So I can copy this website address, and you can open that from Chrome or other browser also. Okay, it basically system opens it in the default browser, and this kind of screen will appear where it says that the connection is not finding because it is not a HTTPS connection.
Right.
So you can simply go ahead and proceed to S4HANA. This whatever the system is there, you can go ahead, and in the next screen, the native viewer will be opening up where it will ask you to enter your username and password. So you can enter the username. In my case, it's based, and I can enter my password, and you can enter the client. Okay, wherever you wanted to access this LTMC, or in whichever is the client where you want to do the data migration. So in this system, we have these two clients, right? 100 and 400. So suppose I want to do the migration activity in 100, means I want to do the upload of master data or some other data into 100 client. I can simply log into the 100 client here. And in the next screen, here it comes in basically in this way, where your system is going to show you the different migration. In the screen, basically it shows all the migration projects. Okay, so these projects are nothing but a kind of temporary projects which will be created by the user when we are going to do the migration or data upload into the system. Migration is nothing but the data migrating from one system to another system. Now in this screen, a lot of other people also, since they are using this training system, you can see a lot of projects are there. Okay, these are the project name. People have created different project name, and it shows the status of those projects, and this mass transfer ID and data source. What is mass transfer ID? It is basically a unique identification number, like the way we have batch managed, and batch number and material number. For every material we have a different number, kind of same kind of thing. Mass transfer ID is basically a unique ID which will be created by the system internally to give an identification number to your object. And then data source. So we have two types of data source basically available in S4HANA 1809 onwards. Before 1809, it was supposed to be only file. What is this file? File is basically a template which SAP provides. You can download that file, you can fill the data in that file, and you can upload that. Okay, now what is the next option in 1809? From 1809, they have activated staging tables. Okay, what is staging tables? Basically, simply you can establish a RFC connection. Suppose you are migrating to ECC to S4HANA, then you don't need to download the data first from ECC, all the data, then you need to prepare the template, you need to convert that data into the template, you need to fill that template, make it ready, and then upload that. Instead of doing that, simply you can enable RFC connection from your ECC server to S4HANA server, and you can simply transport the data from your legacy tables to the new tables. That is what basically the staging concept meaning. Okay, we'll see that. So in this screen, it's pretty clear. First of all, the project you see here, status it shows, mass transfer ID and data file. Now suppose you want to create your own project. These projects are already created. Now suppose you want to create your own project, click here, create. Okay, for the first time, suppose you are going to create something, go ahead and then click on this create. It is going to ask you the name. Okay, the same way the user, like whatever the project name and all, you can see it here. These are created in the same way by some people. Okay, so here you can see system is creating a mass transfer ID automatically. This mass transfer ID, in case you don't want to go with this mass transfer ID, click on this generate new mass transfer ID. Every time you click on this icon, system will create a new ID from mass transfer ID. Okay, or if you want, you can make it as external also for your reference. This is only for the internal purposes, not for external. Suppose I want to upload production version as an example. I will create it as a PP and production version. You can upload material master, a lot of other objects are there. Just this is my name. Okay, you can give any other name also. You can suppose taste or you can give that as a migration object one something. This is just a name. You can give any sort of name. Let us sorry, yeah, let me keep only one. Yeah, why I want to make it as a production version, because if you can see people have mentioned it as a migration object, somebody has migrated as a demo taste kind of thing, which might create confusion in the later on. So I always prefer that whatever the object you are going to perform the migration object, so mention that object clearly so that it will be easily identifiable later. And then there is transfer option. Two options are there. Is transfer data from file, transfer data from staging table. If you go with this transfer data of staging table, immediately you can see it says database connection. And if you go to the drop down menu, you should have RFC connection. First of all, there is no RFC connection presently enabled between this S4HANA system to other ECC or some other system. And in that case, if you go to the drop down menu here, system is not able to find anything. Okay, and this transfer data from staging table, this is helpful when you are migrating from one system to another system within SAP. Means you are migrating from R3 to S4HANA.
From ECC to S4.
Yeah, ECC to S4 kind of thing. Then it's helpful for you. Okay, basically your basis team will enable a RFC connection.
So Ltmc is like two options, na? One is like uploading the Excel file,
correct,
or master data to SAP, and the second thing is like the migration activities, like from ECC to S4.
Yeah. So if you go with this transfer data from file here, you see this option. The moment you select it here, it is like system will show you some predefined template, and then from predefined template you can go ahead and upload your data. Okay, but there is one more option also. As I said, staging table. If you want to go with staging table, then you can enable the RFC connection between two systems, and directly through the remote function call S4HANA system, this Ltmc cockpit will pick up the data from your ECC to S4HANA, like whatever the tables are available through that staging table system directly can pick the data. Okay. In this case, say for an example, I'm going with this transfer data from file. I will go with this option. Okay, this is the easiest option. Basically, I will go with this, and then you can see the data retention time. Retention time is basically the buffer period, how much long the data will be available in this project. If you put 10 days, 30 days or something, then the data will be kept in the retention mode for the next 10 days from the moment it is created. If you don't put anything, it will be there as long as the project is there. Okay, so simply we'll put the name here, select the transfer data from file as a transfer option, and mass transfer ID is created by the system. Go ahead and create it first. Okay, click on this create icon. The moment you create the create icon, you can see now it says the project called PP production version is now saved. This project is saved. The name also you can see it up here, and you can see the default view like it is on-premise enterprise management scope. Migration status it says node started. Mass transfer ID it says, and data source it says file here. And data retention time, if you have entered anything, it will show it here. If it is not entered, it will not show here. And the next screen here, it shows all the objects where you can do the migration activity. These are the migration objects. If you want, you can migrate your activity type. You can do migrate your bank details, bank account balances. Go down, you will find you can see batch details, characteristics details, cache memo records. Similarly, like it is basically a centralized repository for all the work streams in SAP, like P2P, STP, OTC. I mean, production planning, quality management, sales, all the modules. All I mean, they have these migration objects listed out here. You can select your migration objects. If I go down here, it show me like a lot of things are there. In case suppose somebody wants to migrate the cost center, they can select it. The finance team, they can come and then migrate the cost center here. Similarly, if I go down here, sales team can do the customer here. They can migrate the customer material here also. And if you go down here, you will find this material master also. See here, material master is also there. This material master, in case you want to migrate material master data, you can go out with this template, okay, or this object basically. Okay, in case you want to migrate BOM, you can go with this material BOM here. See, using this migration object, you can migrate the bill of material. Let me go ahead and then suppose I want to upload the inspection setup. Like in the material master, we have this quality management view where we can update inspection type like 01, 03, 04. For that purpose, I can use this one, material inspection type. Remember this thing, that quality management view is a separate thing. I mean, in case you want to upload the inspection setup, you have to go with a different one. Don't expect that with material upload that quality management view data also will be uploaded.
But I didn't understand, like, how are these objects there already?
These objects are already predefined by SAP. They have already worked on this and they have given this object. If you select material BOM in the next screen, I mean, if you go ahead, system is going to show you the template, fill that template and then upload it. Okay, let me show you.
These are templates.
No, not templates. These are the objects. The reason why these are not templates basically, these are objects, because to create the BOM itself, system calls a function module in the backend. In the backend, system runs a program, right? So if you go with this migration object called material BOM, system is going to, here is the documentation also. In case you want to read, you can read it out. The transaction which is used to perform upload of creation of BOM, it is different than the material master, right? So each of the migration object you see it here, it has a separate program associated with it. Okay, if you go and try to upload the material master, then there will be a separate program running in the backend which will be uploading the data into the database. Similarly, if you go with material BOM, then that's a different program, and also the data which needs to be filled in the template, that is also different. Okay, so it has been categorized basically. You can.
So it's like we cannot upload any document which is in our saved in our desktop just directly to SAP, right?
No,
we have to adapt it to that template.
Object. Yeah, you have to adapt it to that object and then you have to fill it.
Right. Okay.
In case you want to upload something else which is not available in Ltmc, that is, there is also possibilities, like suppose some migration objects are not available here which you want to upload. In that case, you can ask with your boards consultant or data migration consultant, boards team basically. They can, there is a transaction code available in SAP called as LTMOM. Okay, through LTMOM, some modification can be also done into these objects and all existing objects. And it's not like you can create a new object. Okay, in case suppose this maintenance, a PM plant maintenance item is there, whatever the objects in this in this object, whatever the Excel template is available, under that Excel template you wanted to capture some additional field, for an example, which is not available in this program, so that can be easily modifiable by LTMOM. And still suppose some objects are there where LTMC doesn't provide any migration object. In that case, you can go ahead with a BDC. I mean, we have other options also available, not just LTMC is the only one to upload the data. BDC is also available, LSMW is also available. You can create LSMW also. Okay, so let us go down here. We will see here we have something called as production version. And in the right side, you can, if you want to read something about it, you can go and read out the documentation here. And you can see the dependent migration object here is a material bomb. Production bomb has dependency on material bomb. If
Right.
material bomb is not available, then production version, there is no point
So
of
it
creating
means
a
like
production version.
first upload the material bomb, and then you can do this production version.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct,
The
correct.
material bomb should be available first.
Correct, correct. It has a dependency on this migration object.
Right, right.
Suppose you want to go ahead with this one, just select this migration object. Whatever the object you want to use, select that migration object. Suppose some person will come that, okay, I need to upload profit center, they can select it here. And in this case, suppose I want to upload the production version, I can select the production version and click on this open here. Okay. Now what system is going to do is basically this migration object, it is going to open in this project basically. Okay, that's what the system is saying basically, that the migration object will be copied to the migration project. This is my project name, and this migration object will be copied to this project. It will be done by the system in the backend automatically. The moment you click on place, you have to wait for some time till the moment this migration objects get loaded. And once it is loaded, next few steps are there, which is pretty simple basically. So if we note it down on a notepad or something, let me note it down somewhere.
Transfer and migration cockpit.
Yeah, the full form stands for this one. And there is two options basically, like two mode available. The mode of transfer is basically two. Whether what you can do is, one is the file system, like you can upload a file, or else you can go with the staging table.
File and staging.
For staging table, you need to enable the RFC connection between your system. That is one thing. And if we go and the T code is basically same as Ltmc, Ltmc only. And if we look into the steps, very simple steps are there, and very adaptable, very reliable. First step is create a project.
Okay.
Right, we created a project, right? Our project is this PP production version. This was our project. And the second step is select a migration object. Isn't it? We selected a migration object, which is production version. Now step 3. Okay, it's very simple. You can see that system has loaded the migration object into our project here. You can see that migration object, it says, migration project is production version only, and presently it says migration. Yeah, the name is production version. Yeah,
production version. Yeah.
And it has a dependency on the material bomb. You can see
that
system is saying the migration also has a dependency of the object on the material bomb. What is the migration object? Production version. Production version is my migration object. My project name is PP production version. And you can see migration status. Now it says in process. Means we have started our work, right? Here, the next thing is download the template. Once this thing is loaded, download the template. Okay. The template will be loaded into our computer. You can see this load template right now. Let me update that in the notepad.
Where is the download option? Okay,
here it is. Download template. Okay, so download this. So this template is now downloaded. We can go and see it out. You can see that format is saying XML. That means it easily can be opened by any Excel application like Microsoft Excel, or if you have some other Excel application also, that also can be easily accessed. We can simply open it up. The moment you click on the double click, system is going to ask you, because there is no predefined application which
it's not Excel or
so
anything.
Let me go ahead and then change the properties here, like open with. Open with. You can change the simply default program. Microsoft Office, Office 12. I think Excel. Hold on. Okay, give me a second. Let me see first in this because since we are using the remote system, if Excel is there or not. Yeah, Excel is available now. Yeah, Excel is available. Okay, so I think we can open that with Excel now. Properties. I'm gonna change the Excel file. We'll have to search basically where is the application is located.
Excel 2007.
Correct, yeah. Where is that? This one. Or let me do one thing here. Open file location. Let me first see where is this file. So it is there in the if we go look into the path here, program data, Microsoft Windows, start menu program, and Microsoft Office. Okay, we'll copy this path basically here. This one. Okay, so here Microsoft Excel is there. Now we have got it. Open it. Right. Okay. It's basically like what I did is basically this file can be now opened with Excel. That's what I did. Okay, like I went to the properties here, and in this properties here I changed it to Microsoft Excel now. Okay, nothing else, like so that I can open it in Excel now. This find a person on the PC, check the software publisher. Oh, it looks like 2007. This thing cannot be Microsoft 2007 Excel 2007 cannot open this file because this is a quite new one. Let us go ahead and then open with something else. XML editor is also fine. I think with XML editor also we can open it. Correct, yeah, XML editor can access it now. You there, Archana? Hello? Archana, you there? I think you are on mute, Archana. I can't hear you. Hello? Archana, you there? Archana, you there? I can't hear you.
Actually, I lost connection. Internet connection is very bad. Now it's fine.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Basically, this Excel component which is installed in the server, it's an old Excel component. So because of that, I thought to open it in the XML viewer. Okay. You can simply, like, if you have a new Excel like Excel Microsoft 2010 or 2016 or 19, this file is easily accessible with Excel. Okay. So here I am opening that. You can see now with the XML editor, and in the next screen it's open up basically a window like this. Here you can see the date and all, like when this file has been downloaded and what is the component. It's S4 core component, and some basic theoretical stuff which you can read it out anytime here in the introduction tab here. And if you go to the fields list here, it shows whatever the field which is available in this Excel sheet or in this spreadsheet. And the way we create a production version in our system, if you go and check any production version. So for an example, this is my material, and where I have a production version here. I have material field, then production field here, person field, text field here, valid from date, valid date, lot sizes, alternate base unit of measurement, not base unit, alternate bomb uses, task list, group, whatever the fields you see it here, exactly those all the fields you'll find in this Excel template here. Okay, so in this field list, it shows what are the key fields, like first of all material number, plant, production version. These are the mandatory for sheet, and the type of the fields is basically text field, and these are the length. Material number length is 80 characters. You can add 80 text basically, and similarly it shows some basic data, kind of short text of the production version, valid from date of the production version, valid to date of the production version, an indicator of production version is logged or not. Whatever the details you see it in our classic production version transaction code, the same all these details you will find it here. Okay, because some people, they might create a production version with lot size data, we don't use it. Some people, they might create a production version with this production line details or repetitive manufacturing checkbox or not. So in order to incorporate all these things, they have given all the fields here, so that whatever the I'm sorry, so that whatever is your requirement, you can simply go ahead and add it. Okay, now if if you go to the general data here, you can see some field, the same fields, whatever the fields you see it here in this field list here, the same thing you can see it in the general data. And wherever it is a compulsory field, basically you can see that asterisk symbol here, there's a star indicator. You cannot edit this basically. You cannot, whatever the line here you see, those cannot be edited. New field you can add it here, but these cannot be changed. Okay, these are logged basically. In case you want to change the description of something, this material number star is there. Star stands for the compulsory indicator. In case you want to change that field name, you can't change that, because this cell is logged basically. Okay, you there? Archana, are you there? I think there is some connection disturbance from your side. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, Archana, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can see the screen, but
Okay.
I guess the internet is very bad here.
Connection. Okay.
And now I can see and hear you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I was explaining basically this about the spreadsheet. I try to open it in the Excel editor, or you can open that in Excel, normal Excel editor also. There are three, like the object which you select, be it a production version or material master or some other objects. Based on that, some tabs you'll see. In this basically object for production version, there are three tabs. One is the introduction tab, where you can basically see some introductory details about the spreadsheet, which you can go and read it out. and it shows the date also 13 to 2022 when it was downloaded, and your on-premise versions, nuns also S4 code 104. This is the component of your system. In the field list, it shows whatever the fields that is available to capture in this spreadsheet. Say for an example, you see material number can capture, the plant can be captured, production version number can be captured, and whatever is mandatory that also can be seen here. What type of input is this, like it's a date field or text field or number field, that also you can see, and the length of that field also can be seen here, 80, 40, whatever length of the field, that you can see it here. And there is a general data tab
these
also.
tabs might be common for all the objects, right?
These two tabs are common for all the objects. These two,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
General data.
But yeah, if you open some material master along with the general data, you will find some other tabs also, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, this introduction and field list is same. And here in this general data, basically you will have to you can see a couple of fields here: material number, plant, and production version. These fields are logged. Whatever the SAP given field, these fields are logged. You cannot edit them, okay. In case you want to change the description of this material number here, you cannot do that. This is completely logged. Basically you can edit that from cell 9 onwards here, okay. I mean line the column number 9 onwards you can edit it, but if you try to do that on number 8, you cannot do that. It says the sheet is protected, and wherever there is an asterisk symbol, I mean star symbol, you can see here, those fields are mandatory. You have to enter the data there. Those are mandatory. And in case you want to look into the description also, you can simply drag a little bit like this and you can understand, okay, like what exactly this field is for and what is the purpose. They've written it down along with the length, type of the field, length of the field, that also you can see that here. So for an example, now you will go ahead and create a production version with this one. So this is my template I have downloaded. I'm gonna do create a production version right now. Let me take the same material here, this same material I'm taking, so that at least I can show you one example. Put my material here, I put my material here, put your plant here where you want to create your production version. I'm putting 1710. Then production version, like the way here you put 0001 or something, you can put VR01, VR02, the way you want, you can do that. So let me write it down as 0002. Okay, this is my production version number, and then sort text of production version. Let me put it as test production version 2, something like this, like the way in the transaction code we are entering our production version text, like
right. Yes,
same thing, you can put it up here. Then it gives me the valid from date, valid to date. Okay, if you don't put this valid from, valid to date, by defaultly it will take today's date and valid to date will be this date, 31/12/9999. Okay, but in case you want to put the date, you can put that here also. Okay, but you can see these fields are not compulsory. I mean, sorry, this is compulsory. There is a star indicator, that means it is compulsory, and the default date format is month, date, and year. Suppose month is today's date is 02/13, I can put 2020. 02/13/2020. Similarly, here we will put it as 12/31. 12/31 9999. Okay, you can see that number is now it there is an indicator also available in case you want to log the production version, you can use that. And the possible entry, you see, if you put 1 here, it says logged for any user. If it is 2, then it is logged for automatic sourcing. If you don't put anything, empty means logged, not logged. There's the same thing is which is available here also. Like if you double click on this also, hold on for a second. Here this locking indicator is there now. This one, one is same thing is available in our spreadsheet also. In case the users are quite new to Ltmc, they don't know what fields to be filled, they can simply read out this also and they can see what are the possible entries here. That they can see it here. Minimum lot size, maximum lot size. If you have something, somebody had cancelled my session, no problem. Minimum lot size is there, maximum lot size is there. In case you want to add minimum lot size, maximum lot size, you can put that here. I'm not going for minimum lot size, maximum lot size restrictions because these are not compulsory fields also. Then
Yes,
here is a
yes.
task list type is
Mhm.
also available. In the task list type,
The
routing or
routing
master
thing.
recipe
Yeah.
or whatever it is, you
Yeah.
can put. If you want to upload a master recipe, you have to put it as 2. If you want to upload rate routing, it is R. If it is discrete manufacturing, simply routing, then you have to put it as an N.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Then here it says key for the task list group. Okay, key for the, what is this key for the task list group? It is basically the task list group number. Okay, task list group number
Right.
of your product, material master. So how do you get the task list number? You can simply go to the table called
MAPL also,
yeah,
or
MAPL. Yeah, MAPL. You
MAPL.
can
Yeah.
go to MAPL and then you can find the task list number of your material. So we'll go to MAPL now. SS16 and MAPL, where our task list will be saved. I don't remember the name. We'll go to routing itself directly and
Yeah, CA03 also we can see there.
yeah, we
Yeah.
can see that. This is 1710 plant. Here directly in the header label also we can see that group number. This is my group number, right? This is my group number, and there is a counter also. One counter is available. That also I can see that here. So you can put that group number here, and sorry, group number is 5 times 046. Oh, it cannot be copied here, I think. Yeah, it is copied. Then group counter, you can put it up here. Suppose in this case we have only one routing, so we went to CS03 and see, check that. But in case suppose you are doing that migration activity where you have a hell lot of routings, in that case simply you can go to MAPL, isn't it? You can go to MAPL, pass on your material number, and you can see your group number and counter also here, right? You can see that task list number also. If you have multiple group counters and all that details also can be seen here, multiple material also, that details you can take it from here as well. And after maintaining this group counter and group number here, in case you want to add the alternative bomb and bomb usage, you can put that here. So for example, I can go to CS03 now and see that usually the production version we create, I mean the bomb we create, it stays with the usage is equal to 1, alternate bomb is equal to 1. But yeah, it depends on your preference. The way we have created a bomb, you can maintain that data in the same spreadsheet in the same way. So in this case it is 1 and 1. I'm gonna put it as 1 here, 1 here, bomb usage. And then if repetitive manufacturing is allowed, you can activate this checkbox. Simply you can put it here it as X. If RAM is allowed, production line for repetitive manufacturing, in case you want to add the work center, you can add this work center. Now the other way also, like receiving location and issue location. Suppose this issue location and receiving location we capture for our repetitive manufacturing. In case you want to capture issue location, receiving location, you can put that details here also. Simultaneously, in case you want to add the different default supply area or reference material for original batches, that details also can be maintained up here as per your need. Whatever is your requirement, you can fill this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet can be filled. Once you are done with maintenance of this spreadsheet, simply save it. Means whatever the changes you are doing, it's gonna save in the spreadsheet, right? Now once this spreadsheet is done, it is ready for upload. Archana, you there? Are you there? Archana, you there? I think you are lost again. I mean, because of this connectivity issue, no? Hello, are you there, Archana? Hello. Hello. Hi Archana, you there? Oh, hello. Hello. Archana, are you there? Hello. Okay. So basically, what we did is we downloaded the template, and then once
Right,
we
right.
downloaded the template, you can go here and then whatever the details you need to fill, you can maintain the details. Like I maintained, like
No, but I didn't understand the purpose. Like, why are we doing it here if we can do it in C223?
but how many production version you can create in C223 at the same time? If you have 10,000 production version, can you create that at a one time? If it is only one record, you can do that, right? I mean, it's quite easier for you. Imagine about material master. You are creating a material master. It is taking maybe 5 minutes or 4 minute timing for one material master. If you have 10,000 material master or 20,000 material master, is it possible to create one by one? Achna, are you lost again? Hello? I think we're lost again. Yeah. So I think you asked this question that
Yeah,
if we can create
exactly.
that in C223, there's a dedicated record. What is the point of
Yeah.
creating this again? Yeah. So when you have one production version, you can create that in C223. When you have 30,000 or 10,000, 20,000 production version, is it possible for you to create it
And
in
we can create
C223?
a job also.
Yeah, you can create a job, but can you create a job to create master data for you? Are you sure you can create? Material master is the one material
No, if
master.
the material bomb is existing, we can always
Mhm.
create a job to which creates production version for the materials.
That's correct, but
If the
when you have a certain set of fixed parameters, just an example, suppose
mm-hmm.
you are creating a production version for your repetitive manufacturing. In that case, maybe you can create a customized program for that. You can do that. What about material master? When you don't have material master, you need to create 30,000 material master. Can you do that?
No, that cannot be done.
Okay, so to mitigate
Yes.
that activity, they have given Ltmc. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay.
You don't want to use production version. And let me tell you, since we are talking about it, let me tell you one very interesting thing here. Okay, I think this is the first thing we are discussing. I mean, I have not discussed this to any of the candidate in the past. There is a SAP HANA has like SAP has given one predefined program basically. Some prod course or something. I forgot that.
Prod where
Please
I guess
underscores.
something. Prod verbs is like production. Prod
No,
verbs.
there is a create transaction code somewhere. Give me a second.
Okay, that is a update.
I think I went to a different. I forgot that program name. There is a program actually SAP has created directly. If you have a bill of material and routing, you can use that production. I mean program basically. I can tell you. ts underscore bomb. What was do something? Maybe I can show you that some other time. Huh? I forgot that program name basically. SAP has created this program.
Okay.
You can simply use that program and without any like I mean, if you have multiple bill of material, multiple routing system is capable enough to create the production version of itself. I will show you that program some other time. Maybe not. I forgot that program name. I will have to recall it, that program name. Anyway. Yeah, we are talking about this LTMC. So are you clear on what is the purpose of LTMC? Like, even though you have transition code, also sometimes it gets very tedious, right? To create production version, n number of data. So production version is one of the migration object. The same way you have customer master, material master, bill of material also. It is very difficult for a person to create one by one bill of material when you have thousands of bill of material to be created. Right. So in that case, you can simply come to LTMC and you can simply maintain the data. You can upload it into the system.
Okay, but here also you like have to enter the data, na?
You have to correct.
Each
you have
field.
to right. You have to do that in each field. Whatever the data you want to create, you can maintain this spreadsheet and then you can simply upload that. Okay, in this case we have maintained it. Let us go ahead and then save it and we'll upload it. Okay. Maybe you can try to create a material master. That way it will be more interactive for you.
So is it like the material master team whenever like this activity of creating the material master data, they do it by LTMC?
In one of the projects that we had done in that way, there were around 30,000 material masters were there, right? So 30,000 material masters, it's not possible to create something, right? Even though you want to create 30,000 material masters, suppose 300 material master you have to create, it means you have to see the details. You don't know for which material, what MRP type you'll be using, what lot size you'll be using, right? So you have to note it down somewhere. So why not in an Ltmc template? Directly maintain it in the Ltmc template and upload it. Simple. Why to create that? So we uploaded around 30,000 material master, but we simply maintained that in this, this spreadsheet, and then we uploaded that. It took around 5-6 hours. Not for uploading 5-6 hours. Uploading it should take very less time, but there's after that some validation. Yeah, maintaining, and then after that some validation is also there.
But this is like this manual entry that we need to do, na, for this field.
Correct. Manual entry in the sense you have to maintain that template, right? Simply like when you go for a go live or something.
No, but I am not understanding the purpose. Like, why not then we use MM01? Because anyways, you're entering.
But how do you know? You are a consultant. You are a consultant, right? How do you know the data of the material master? You're a consultant, right? Suppose you are doing any implementation for any organization. Now, what is their material properties? What's color, size?
Okay, so this will be done by the
business
the company people,
so
and
you can
then
simply
we will
provide them the
as
template.
A consultant. Okay.
You can simply provide this template to them, or you can guide them how to fill it up, or maybe you can take the details from them, simply copy paste in this into spreadsheet, and you can upload it,
right.
Okay, so the fourth step is basically, and this is the same activity we do with LSMW also. When you want to create material master with LSMW also, you have to request the details from your business team.
Right.
They will give those details. Maybe you can copy those spreadsheet into this LTMC template, or else you can simply provide them this LTMC template and guide them how to fill it.
They can fill in the
values. They can fill it and give it to you, right? Because as a consultant, we don't know what is the BOM details they have, what are the routing details, what are the machines they have, right? So for that purpose, maybe for this.
And I think this template can be also used in future in case it is needed for some other plant.
Absolutely. Yeah. There is
Yeah,
no plant
yeah.
restrictions. You can use that anytime. Okay. The first step is basically maintain the download template. Fifth step is whatever you have maintained, upload the template now. Okay. So we'll go to this our Ltmc cockpit, and here since we have downloaded it last time and then already maintained it, we're gonna upload that now. Go to the upload file. Oh, this says internal service. Maybe we kept it idle for some time because of that system had
Right.
take me
It's lost.
out of this thing. No problem. We can go ahead and directly use that this thing. I mean that same migration project can be reused. Dependency, copy. I personally don't like this Internet Explorer or something, so because of that, I don't like that. Okay, so here you will find our this project somewhere. We
That was PP
yeah,
production
protobus.
version.
This one you can see now. Production
Project
version. It
PP.
says yeah, it is under in process. Open it now. Again, so it will take you to the same place and select your migration object, that is production version. We will go down and find out. Simply you can search it here also. Select this one. So you can see that this migration object status also it says in under progress. Open it again the same way we did that last time. And already we had downloaded the template, so we're going to upload that now. Go to upload file here and choose your file name, whatever the file you have downloaded, choose that file. So this is my file which I downloaded and then maintained it. Open it, give some description and then comment of that file. Say for example, I'm version upload or something. And here in the comment you can put some comment. Trial upload. Something like that. Click on this upload. This file will be uploaded into the system now. Once this is uploaded, next thing we have to do is basically we have to activate this one. Okay, so next thing is activate the uploaded file. We're gonna activate that. Click this here. So it says now activated. In case you want to deactivate that also, you can deactivate here. In case you suppose you have uploaded a wrong file, there is option to delete that also. You can go ahead and delete also. After activating this file, uploaded file, you have to start doing the transfer. That means whatever the data now is available in this Excel file, XML file, that will be transferred to your database. Okay, so click on this start transfer, and meanwhile, this kind of warning will come. Just continue here. Let me write it down here also. The 7th step is start transfer. Okay, so you can see this data validation is on progress. This transfer process is divided into basically 4 categories. Okay, we'll see that now. Okay, once this is 100% completed, the first step is the validate data. Close it once it is 100% completed. And now the first step is the validate data. In the validate data, it's basically if these files contain any error or something, system will show that here. Presently you see it's only showing the informations. If any errors system will find, it will show it out and it will list out the errors here. Presently it is showing information. The moment I go to error here, if any error is there, it will show it here. Presently no error. Make sure it is error free. Sometimes people enter wrong plant number or something which is not available. In that case, system will give that error.
Okay.
wrong plant name or
So it
some wrong.
validates the data also.
Correct. Yeah, it's not like randomly you
Validation
can go.
completely. Yeah, yeah.
Suppose that you are uploading the material master and in the MRP type PD, you have enter MD, M for Mumbai, D for Dubai.
Mm.
Instead of
Right,
PD,
right,
you have so in that case, system will throw error. That PD is available, MD is not available, right? So
right.
that
Mm.
stop is there. You can refresh it, and in case you want to repeat the validation, also to repeat it. Make sure whenever you are uploading it, it should be always information or warning. I mean, or success. It should not be error. If it is error, system will not allow you to go ahead. Okay,
Okay.
so here in the, if I go to my, all, I mean in the priority I'm showing all the messages. It says this file started processing, and then the program or the background job run in the started, the timing and date it is showing. If you scroll down here, it shows all the informations and all, whatever the data is, system is getting the, whatever the data is there, where the system is getting some return messages from the messages from the program, system is showing that. Okay, those messages system is showing it here, return messages from the background program. Make sure everything is in information only, it should not be error.
Yes.
Now next, once, okay, let me write it down here. So in here the first step is, let me write it down like A, validate.
Mm. Data validation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
B is validation, and then click on this next here. Okay, once this step 1 is completed, click on the next. In the next screen, system is going to do the convert values. Okay, what is this convert value is a very interesting thing, where it's going to show you the input which system is getting from that file, and it is showing you what are the messages which needs to be mapped. Mapping of like what field I have entered in that Excel sheet. I have entered a material number, I have entered a task list type, I have entered a BOM users plan. So these are the things which system should map now. Okay, so this kind of red indicator is showing. If you are confident on that Excel sheet, whatever the data available, simply you can select all of them and then confirm this mapping values. Automatically system will confirm that in the backend immediately. In case you want to see what you are confirming, you can click on this process task. One by one, system will process one by one material. So here it says my value which I had entered in my Excel sheet, that material number is 3000, and in S4 HANA also that material is available. Sometimes this material is not available. In that case, you can come into this convert value screen and you can change that also. You can correct that also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So in my Excel sheet, I had entered this one and this material in S4 HANA, that value is available. So system is taking that. Okay. Simply select this line, click on this validate here, check all rows, and it goes green, means okay, system is able to find that. Continue here and then save. Similarly, if you process the task for the other one also, you can see that whatever the data you have maintained in the source value is my Excel sheet. Source is the file, right? In the Excel sheet, I had entered my task list type is equal to n, and this n is
Yes.
also available
Mm.
here in S4 HANA system. That is why
Right.
it says
Mm.
S4 HANA target value. It is matching. Just give a check here. It says goes green. Save it. Suppose you have n number of entries available, where uh, suppose you are uploading 10,000 production version on 10,000 material something. Is it possible for you to one by one check everything? Okay, if I mean, if you can go one, you
Mm.
can go and check
Right.
anything, or else
Right.
if you are confident
Yeah.
enough, simply click on this
Mm.
confirm mapping values. Okay, at the same time, system will confirm everything in this screen basically. Now see, all the tasks are processed. It says all of the values are mapped. Clear about confirm convert values?
Yes. Yes.
And the third one is the simulate import. Okay, simulate import means you are doing a import in the testing mode. This is the basically like final stage
Simulation.
only. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
final
Yeah.
stage only, but in a simulation mode.
Yeah.
Click next here, it will take you to the simulation import, and this data simulation will take some time. Once it is 100%, you can close it.
So for when it is a huge data, then it might be taking time also, right? For all this.
Yeah, some time only, not much
Mm-hmm.
time. Maybe it will take, like, if you want to upload, I have seen from my personal experience, we
Mm-hmm.
did this upload in 1709 back. I did that implementation in 2018. Okay, in
Mm-hmm.
2018, we did the implementation for S4HANA 1709, and we try to load bill of material master, 10,000 material master. We loaded. It took, I mean, the entire process took 1 hour. Within 1 hour, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
from start to end, one cycle finished.
But this data is like getting uploaded directly in the productive system.
Yes, productive system.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that in quality also. You can do that in
Mm-hmm.
development also, unit testing client also, right? I mean,
But we didn't
always.
specify the source here, no? Like what is the source? Sorry,
No,
source, destination.
destination is S4HANA. This server is
S4
a,
HANA, but
yeah,
which a productive server, direct
correct. This is a sandbox server.
productive.
Now, this is a training server basically.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
this server only we're doing it.
No, no, no. For example, for a company, like we are doing
Ha,
it,
suppose you are
and
doing that in you might be having development
mm,
server, quality server, and production server,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to upload that into development server unit testing client, you can go and access the Ltmc T code in that client only,
Right, right, right.
right?
Yes,
Similarly,
right,
you want to upload that into quality server, you can log into
right,
quality
right,
server
right.
and then Ltmc, access Ltmc. Okay, system will
Mm-hmm.
automatically do that.
So
So now
you basically do it in the development system, and then you do a system copy. How is
we
it
no
like
no
that
no no no
actually
we do
practically?
that practically. We, I mean, sometime we do upload fewer data in the development system, I mean in the unit testing
Mm-hmm.
client, to see if it is working or not. And once the system is ready, in the quality system we upload every data, each and every data. In the development system, might be you uploading, instead of 10,000 material master, you might be
Yeah,
uploading
yeah,
2,000
just to
material
check.
master to see, just to check.
Mm-hmm.
But in
Mm-hmm.
quality server, we always recommend that you upload the entire data.
Entire, right, right.
Yeah, so that you will be understanding if there is an issue or something. If any issue is facing, you are facing, you can clear that in quality before moving to the production, right? And in the production
Yes.
server, once the configuration and everything is done, in the final preparation stage, you can simply go ahead and then upload the data.
Okay.
Okay, and in the simulation import also, you can see everything is coming in information only. If you want to see that report also, you can go down and see that. Start of processing, this is the file name which start uploading, then missing transition combined added, then end of processing says everything is information, no error, nothing is there, means we can go ahead and then upload that. Let me write it down here. And this is, let me write it down and see. And the last step is the execute import. Final step. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
closed it.
So for each system, quality and productive system, you're doing it separately, no? This
Correct.
Ltmc.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
have to
Okay,
do that
okay.
separately.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now this executive
Yes.
import is
Mm-hmm.
going on. Now it is finished. Close it up. I mean, this HANA DB is very faster. Basically, there is an error. Basically, it says now, you see, value of
Mm-hmm.
mapping, value mapping missing for 500046. I think this is my group number, na routing group number.
Routing.
Let us go to this convert values and try to do that again. Now, this one needs to be mapped actually. Mapping of task list group here. Let us go here. Yeah, this has to be mapped actually. Take here.
But we did it for all, no? It didn't work.
This option didn't give that time. I think 3 options were
Okay.
assigned. Okay, again go
Yeah.
to the next here. I mean, you can repeat, go back and repeat it here.
Right, right.
And this is why it is very interactive. Like in case you are facing any issue, you can simply go ahead and then do that, right? You can correct that. That option is
Right.
available with that. Again, go to the next. Just a second. It says
Again, it's saying the same thing.
no. We'll refresh it. It might be have gone last time it came. Okay. Back to convert values. Again, we'll see. Refresh. Yeah, everything is clear now. Next. Is there any error or something? No error, nothing. Okay. Next. Okay, let me go and validate again. Okay, from the validate phase, everything is good now. No error, nothing. Next here, convert values. Or let us repeat this step again now. And there is a repeat validation is also available. Let us do that. Repeat validation. In real time also you might get this kind of issue. Okay, I have seen it.
Okay.
So we do this validation and then we do the convert values. That kind of thing we do. Everything is okay here. Next. Yeah, no error, nothing. Next. See, this error is there, but if I repeat import, see what is happening.
Not saying no data available.
We'll see. That error might be. We'll see that. Try to. Yeah, that error is gone now. Okay, with that repeated validation, that error is gone now. Simply we can go ahead and then finish it. The moment you finish it up here, system will replicate this data in the database. Okay, so you can see that start, end, and the time also. Simply go ahead and then finish it. So the moment you finish it, this migration status also will be updated to finished. You can see that migration status, it says finished, right?
Right.
It says finished. And yeah, this is the first final one is the basically execute import. Isn't it very simple step? You see, create a project first.
It looks simple, yeah, but there might be many challenges.
Correct.
Also,
yeah, in this validation stage only there might be little challenge, but I mean with practice.
If the data has not been maintained properly, in the template.
Correct. Yeah.
If there are many wrong values, wrong entries, then it will throw many errors.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that error it will come. But yeah, it's very simple. First, create a project, select the migration object we want to, download the template, maintain template, upload the template, and after that, this simple steps: activate the uploaded file and start doing the transfer. If the data is correct, you should not face any issue. I mean, just try repeating that validation and all, and you are good to go. Okay. Now, if I go to the system now, let me show you that if it is created or not. That production version is created or not. Okay, so we'll go to C2 to 3 now. C2 to 3, and side by side, let me open that file also. Whatever data we have entered for the production version, I had selected a 202 and the text I had entered test production version 2. Now, see, there it is. You can see that it is created with 0002 test production version 2. It is created but not yet tested. You can go ahead and then do a consistency check. Okay, it says task which doesn't exist from this date. I mean, the dates are only mismatching here. You can simply enter the correct date. BOM exists from this date. It doesn't exist from this date. Okay. Anyway, but the data is created. You can see, right? The data is created. Whatever the dates and all we have entered, that same dates and all is replicated here. Whatever the group and all is we have entered. I mean, that is created in the database. That is what is the today's session all about. Any questions, Sachina?
No, LTMC, yeah, this upload of master data is fine, but now this ECC and all that we cannot see, no? We cannot check
No, no,
that
no. That
ECC
yeah,
to S4. But
correct.
at least theoretically, maybe I would like to have some information on that.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
Later,
yeah.
maybe.
That is basically
Some
we do that.
document.
That we basically do that by staging and all. I mean, I have worked on one of the migration basically. Okay, I can tell you my experience recently. I have worked out with SAP 4.6 to S4HANA, and we follow this approach. Okay, why? I'll tell you why. If you establish the staging option, although SAP has given that staging option, you can directly enable the RFC connection between your old system to new system. But there is a challenges. What are the challenges? Suppose some unnecessary data are there which you want to clean. I mean, suppose there is 5,000 production versions. Out of 5,000 production version or 5,000 material master, 2,000 material masters are already obsolete materials. You don't want them in your new system. Then you can't put that restrictions in the through that staging, because whatever is available in your old database, that will be come to the new database. Understanding my point?
Yes.
Yeah. So what we did is basically we downloaded the data into Excel sheets. We simply from SS69 you can download, right? We downloaded the data. We analyzed whatever the data which is not valid. We excluded them. We did that activity ourselves, and then we uploaded to Ltmc into S4HANA system. And this is the best way. I mean, from my experience, I can say that it's the best way of doing the data migration. Any company doing the data migration means they are been using SAP for a quite long time, right? And there is a chances that some old customer they want to remove, some old materials they want to remove, which they don't want to take to the new system, right? In that case, staging won't work. Okay, data cleansing, Ltmc is the best.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, now we are uploading new data, but what if we want to delete a huge amount of data? Then
archiving,
we cannot use archiving.
For that archiving we have a separate session on that, on archiving. Maybe in the next session we'll talk about